Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where you live. We're doing a get ready with me. I have nothing picked out yet except for a blush and a highlighter. I did get these in the Oden's Eye mystery box yesterday, and I really want to use the blush, especially, and the highlighter today. The rest of the makeup, we'll just pick it as we go, but I definitely want to use these two products. So we'll start with foundation. Skincare is done. If you're new here, my name's Tammy, and I do get ready with me's pretty much daily because I do my makeup almost daily. I'm not a review channel. I'm not a review channel. Some people might think so, but no, it's just a lady who likes to do her makeup. We're gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow this morning. I have a couple of foundations that are on the older side, but they're not that old, but they're old enough. This one's one of them. And I want to make sure I get my products used up so that they don't go to waste. Anything I use today will be in the description box, including shade names. I did get around to washing my brushes yesterday. There were so many of them. Matt finally got a day off. He gets today off because they said take a break. We're not doing anything really. We are going to go to Petland, get Grace a fish. Because one of hers died. She said that it had, what did she say that was wrong with it? Something with its bladder? I don't know. Look at that sticking. I remember she texted me at work last week. And she's like, Mom, I gotta quarantine one of my fish and it needs to go on medication. I was at work laughing. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, quarantine your fish and get it on medication. And then like a half hour later, she's like, never mind, he's dead. And I was like, oh my gosh. Something bladder disease, she said he had. I don't know. I was like, how do you know he had bladder disease? She's like, well, I Googled his symptoms. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyways, her other fish is still going good. But she said he's lonely. So we're going to go get her another fish today. Let's blend it in. That's a nice foundation. Kids, I tell ya, they're funny. Alright, do I want to use this one or... Geez, someone's screaming. We're going to use the e.l.f. It says bronze and contour. This one's more of a contour shade. It's in the shade Fair... I think this one's Fair or Fairlight. I can't see on the bottom. Again, it'll be in the description box. Just blend this in. When I do use the Oden's Eye palettes that came in the mystery box, I will swatch them first. I didn't swatch them yesterday because I had stuff to do, and I guess I could have waited, but I know one of them I'll probably do 2 looks, 1 palette, so like do a look on each eye. I'm debating probably doing that tomorrow since I have no work tomorrow. And I might do that with the Solomane palette. I think I don't know, is it Solomane too? I can't remember. It's over on my shelf with the rest of my palettes. I did go on and look because in the mystery box I did get 5 single shadows and like a Z palette. So I went on to look to see what they have for single shadows. They have some nice ones. I have some picked out. They even have one that's named Grace. So I was like, ooh, definitely gonna get that one. Not anytime soon, but at least I know they do have some single shadows that I like. And I could just create my own palette. Okay. I'm trying to see. Since I have this drawer pulled out, I want to see what, if I'm going to use the Rare Beauty. I just had this open. Oh, other side. I feel like those would go together. Those would as well. And then I have the Rare Beauty one in Grace, which I was like, oh, that would go good together so well. Let me see. That one's in Courage, not that one. Although that would go too, but let's see what the one Grace looks like beside this. Okay, between these three, yeah, I do feel like the Grace one is more of a spot on. Like if I put that one away, both like then this one ends up looking beat. But I'm gonna use the, okay, we'll use these. That'll be pretty. What do I want to do for bronzer? For cream bronzer. Yeah, these e.l.f. blushes, guys, if you want to save some money and you want to get the Rare Beauty ones, I encourage that you go try these e.l.f. ones. I think I have almost every shade. They're way more affordable. A little goes a long way, like, and look at the colors. They're very pretty. I have 8 of them. I don't know how many there are, but they're pretty. There's like neutrals, like peachy, mauve, pink, like a darker berry one. And again, a little goes a long way. The Rare Beauty ones too, a little goes a long way. But if you're someone who doesn't like using like the same blush color all the time, go for the e.l.f. ones. They're just as good. For bronzer, yeah, like don't sleep on the e.l.f. ones. Some people are like, they're too pigmented. Well, yeah, if you put too much on, like you got to do like the tiniest amount on your cheek, or even like do a dot on your hand and put your brush in it and then go in instead of going directly on your face. Don't sleep on them because they are good. For cream bronzer, maybe we can use the rest that's in here. I am going to go ahead and get the Haus Labs bronzer, the one that I've been trying to get for the past year, but the shade that I need keeps selling out. It came back and then it went away, and then when it came back again, it was like a different, I don't know, did they say it's a different formula and then like different shades, and it's not as big of a shade range as it was before. But I don't know, it keeps selling out, and not just one shade, like all of them. That it's either selling, well, yeah, it has to be selling out, and then it's taking them longer to restock. I don't know. I think today's the last day with this because I'm barely getting anything now. It'll end up going in my empties basket tonight. I did say yesterday I'm not going to repurchase this one yet. I'm going to wait because I have a couple of other products. We don't need to go out and replace something right away. The only thing I could see me doing that with is like a brow pencil or my setting powder. But there's stuff I want to use it up before replacing it with something else. And some of those products for me are like the cream and liquid bronzers. I don't want to go out and repurchase one until some of them are used up. But yeah, today's the last day for that. Let me I got some loose hairs coming out. Okay, for powder bronzer, what do we want? Let's make sure that's blended in nice. It was so darn hot here yesterday. The AC, I hooked it up. Something that I realized yesterday too, I don't watch my videos, but what was I doing? I think I was checking on one of them and I noticed that, at least on the TV, it's like black on one side, and it's like a strip of the video. Are people using cameras to get it to be so that's widescreen? And like, do you guys find it annoying that mine is like black on both, instead of being full screen, it's black on two sides, or does it not matter to you? When I'm watching videos, it doesn't matter to me, but Matt said maybe if I turned my phone sideways, but if I do that, will it work? Like, would it fill up the screen? But then I feel like it looks weird. Because then, like, which way do I look?
No, I think it would just be the same.
Like, would it be the same?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are like, whoa! I think I just loosened. I do have a camera, a vlogging camera. I have to figure out how to use it though. I haven't figured out how to use it properly. And then I need to figure out where the charger for it went because I have no idea. It's luckily it's just a super cheap vlogging camera, but it would be nice to figure it out. I would like to have my videos at their full screen. But if people don't mind how mine are, I will just leave them. For bronzing powder, I didn't bring anything over here, did I? I did not. Well, I don't have a bronzer. Is there one in this basket? Possibly not. How do I not have a bronzer out? It's like, Tammy, what's wrong with you? Probably like, you don't need a bronzer. I mean, I don't need one. I guess we'll use this one here. This is the only one I have close by without me getting up and going to go get one. Just want a little bit. I don't need a lot. I'm not going to use the highlighter in here because I do want to try out that Oden's eye highlighter and see how that looks. Because we're going to do cheeks first and then we'll do eyes. I'm surprised Grace is not up yet. What the heck? Who here does bronzer after their blush? Let me know. I've been watching some people who do their powdered bronzer after they do their blush, and I'm like, there goes your blush. I don't know. I don't like it. But again, everyone does their makeup differently. There's probably things that I do during my makeup and that people don't like either, so. Has anyone's pre-order for the Luminatrix palette shipped out yet? The pre-order was last month. I've been checking. Mine still is not moved at all. When do they ship out? Does anyone know? Because my Cosmic Beauty, I'm pretty sure they changed their name to Cosmic Beauty. That's gonna be here, I think, Wednesday. Which Eden was like, wow, that's fast. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But like, the Glaminatrix, the pre-order, like, when does that ship out? Does anyone know? I guess I could not be lazy and go on their website and see. And a heads up. So, a Bella Beauté bar, we all know, because I've already talked about it and said I am going to get it. The updated and smaller version of the Smoky Glam palette. May 5th is when that one is up to order. I know a lot of people, including myself, wanted the original Smoky Glam palette. Like, I want both, honestly, because the other one has way more shades in it. But apparently, the owners said if there's enough interest, but people have to actually let her know, they will bring the original Smoky Glam back, I think, once more for restock. So, if you're interested in it, go get on her page and comment. Bring it back once more, please. I'm going to do that later today. I'd like to see her restock it once more before she says adios to it for good. I did mention to her, though, and she did comment back, and several people did like my comment. But I did mention to her that she should do a Smoky Glam Volume 2. I don't know if I already brought this up or not. If I did, I'm sorry for being a repeat offender. But I did mention to her on her post for the Smoky Glam, like the new one, that she should consider doing a Smoky Glam Volume 2 with like the grayer tones and stuff that she didn't put in this new one, because it would sell. And she said it's not out of the question for her to do that. And it was like, excellent, because it would sell. Because the one that's out now, again, both are like my color stories, but this one here is like pinky mauve neutral. Like, I consider it a neutral palette. I know not everybody considers mauves and pinks neutrals. I consider mauve and mauves and pinks to be neutrals. But I also know a lot of people would probably like a volume 2 of the gray tone shades with some of the pinks, but heavier on the gray mauve or gray purple. She said it wasn't out of the question, so maybe it's a possibility. Either way, if she does it or not, I think she should at least definitely bring back or restock the original one more time, so that those of us who kept putting it off getting it can go get it. I know my friend Eden also put off getting it, and she wished she would have gotten it. So if she restocks it, that's at least 2 people who are going to go buy it. Because I will. Okay, we're going to go in with this. Again, everything I use will be in the description box. I wonder, how will we know if this is empty? Mine's definitely not empty. Like, will the sides turn clear? I never tried to. Oh, it will. Okay. Sweet. So that will be an indicator. All right. I was like, how will I know? How will I know if he really loves me? I'm not going to start singing, but it's not out of the question. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and I want this blended out. For a nice flush of pink, but not have it too stark. Man, I really liked this past week's eye looks. I've liked so many of them a lot. Okay. Then we shall do, I'm gonna do highlighter first and then go on blush. And it is shifty. I've never done like a highlighter like that on my cheeks. This is gonna be great on the eyes too. Like say you just want to do a quick eye look and you're like, I don't know what to do. Take one of your highlighters. Doesn't matter what highlighter it is. Highlighters are great. This is very sparkly though. And I don't like sparkle or glitter on the cheeks, but I'm intrigued. I wanna see how this looks. Oh, that's so sparkly. I definitely, so I'll use it on my cheeks today, but going forward, this is definitely going to be a very nice eye topper. It literally has glitter. Some people like glitter on the cheeks. I don't. I like wet look effect, but we'll just buff that in. Can you guys see it? It's pretty. Got more on the other side, so I'm going to add more here. I definitely don't like it on the cheeks. It's too glittery. But on the eyes, that's going to be another story. In my mind, I'm like, can I make this work for today? Or am I gonna... I put way too much over on this side. It's super pretty, don't get me wrong. It's the glitter. I'd rather that on the eyes. Alright, we're gonna be a glittering princess today. Can you guys see it on the cheeks? Very pretty though. Anyways, we'll put some blush over it. So we're gonna go in with the blush. Again, what the shade names will be in the description box. I literally did one tap, like holy heck. Holy moly, Tammy, that is pigmented. That's super pigmented. Have no fear. It'll work out in the end. I really should get myself a concealer, but we have foundation. Okay, that blended in nice. I don't know if you guys can see with the highlighter. So now the highlighter doesn't look so sparkly with the blush blended over it. Hopefully you guys can see. It's pretty. That blush though is definitely pigmented. Which can be a good thing and a bad thing. You just have to, I probably have to use half of a dip. Anyway, we're gonna powder the face now to help tone this down a little bit. I'm trying to remember, what one have I been using for highlighter? This one? And we'll do this and then I'll be able to figure out what eyeshadow we're gonna go in with. Just using the Rimmel Kind and Free. I don't know, is it worth it me trying, like venturing out into trying another translucent? I prefer translucent setting powder. But is it worth it me venturing out and trying one that's higher end or no? I really like this one. So maybe that answers my question. Remember the days when people, all they would talk about is the Glossier. Was it called Boy Brow or Brow Boy? I think it's Boy Brow. That gel. Does anybody use that? I don't think I've ever tried that. Okay, let's see how toned down this did. Oh, okay, nice. And then if you want it, because I bet you there's still product on here. Yep. You can just take your blush brush back over right quick. So it doesn't look too bad. I can still see some of the glitter particles, but not my favorite, but it isn't horrible. And just whatever's left, because I want to keep the cheeks looking blushed. Like I said, if I'm wearing blush, I'm wearing blush. I do want to see it. All right, that's good. Put those away because we have enough. Now for the cheeks, or the eyes, it's not too bad. It's not too out there. I'm thinking, can we do a warm toned eye look? I think so. Let's use this Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Eye Trends in Sensual Sunset. I was asked what I think about these. I have two of them, and I was like, you know what? I don't really know or remember because I've been diddly-daddling and using other things. All right. So yeah, we're gonna use this. And we're gonna start with this shade right here. Put this all over the lid. I do wish it had a mirror. That would, to me, having a mirror in this would have justified the cost. I did want the green one and the pink one, they're not available. I think if they became available, I wouldn't bother purchasing them. Not at full price. They would have to go down to like 50% off for me to be like, okay. They're nice. The quality's not bad or anything, but... And I do like the fact you can see through here, but I think to justify the cost of these, she should have put a mirror in them. Because it would have been way nicer to sit here with this and like have the case gold and then have a nice mirror in there. Like that would have made more sense. I'm going to also put that shade down the lower lash line. It's like a nude shade, but it's dark enough that it shows up on me. And with these, I feel like the blending, some people have been saying theirs are patchy. So I'm going to use a brush that I've been using most of the week to do my eyeshadow, and it's this one. It's from MSQ. I may get another set of these. It was like $10, and it came with this brush, this one, and this teeny tiny one, which is fantastic. But it was like $10 for these. They're on Amazon, and I like them a lot. They're nice brushes. You don't always have to use expensive brushes. I'm gonna go into this one right here and I can't remember how pigmented these are. We're gonna put that out here. So the cheeks are a bit cool toned, and we're gonna have a warm tone eye, but that's okay. Like I've said before, you can definitely mix cool and warm tones. And again, you don't have to have this palette. If you're like, I want to create the same look or similar, just look for like, you probably have these tones of mattes. And then shimmers, they don't have to be identical. But, you know, look through your stuff. If you have ColourPop, you probably have this color story. Sometimes it's not about having the same product. It's just about creating something similar with what you already have. If any of you did get the Oden's Eye large box and you watched my unboxing, let me know if we got the same thing or if you got anything different. I'm kind of curious. Okay, that shade's on there. I'm gonna put that shade on the lower lash line as well. So far, I'm not having any patchiness with the two shades that I have used. But that's why I use the setting powder on my lids before I go into, for the most part. Because I don't use eye primer. But because I do my skincare, I want to make sure if I did get anything on my lids, it's set down so that it's not sticky or anything like that. Okay. Now we're going to go into, I think I want to bring in a little bit of this berry color. Well, it's like a brown, but it has a touch of berry or rosiness to it. Because maybe that will tie into the blush color. So far, my thoughts on the Oden's Eye. I like the highlighter, but for my eyes, because again, I like glowy, like wet looking highlighters for the cheeks. But highlighters that do have sparkle and stuff, I like them for the eyes. A highlighter does not have to be bought for your cheeks. If you come across a highlighter and you're like, oh, I really, really like that, but it's too glittery or that, and I want it for my eyes, get it for your eyes. I was debating using my Cosmic Beauty Neutrals palette again today. I really like that palette. I can see that one ending up, well, I can't see it. It will be in my favorites for 2025. I really like it a lot. Now, since in this palette there's not really a lighter shade besides that first shade I use, but it is pretty pigmented, I'm going to go into, oops, my setting powder so I can blend a little bit about here. I seen Glaminatrix, no, not Glaminatrix, Glamlight teased 3 of the shades today for the Lord of the Rings collab. I'm excited, but I need to see what it looks like. Show us the palette, show us the collection, what's in it, so that those of us who watch Lord of the Rings many times, my husband's watched it many times, see if it even resembles Lord of the Rings in any way whatsoever. For shimmers today, I think I'm going to go into this one. This one's a shifty. It's like pink to gold. So I can say with this one, I'm not having any issues with the blending or... like, I'm not having any patchiness issues or blending issues. That's pretty. Thank you. That is pretty. Do I want to add another or just leave it? I might actually add some of that highlighter from Oden's Eye. Let's see how it looks if I do. I mean, it doesn't change it a whole lot, but it does add some... it does add some extraness to it. Okay, so I guess we'll do that on both eyes. Again, it's this one here. It goes from like a pink. At this angle, it's gold, but in the mirror, it's pink. I don't know if I can pick up the gold for you guys or not. Sometimes it's hard to. That's actually quite pretty with them combined. So there it is on its own. And of course, we're going to razzle dazzle it with something else. I'm getting, there is glitter everywhere. All right, now we're going to go into this. So pretty. Just sit this over top. Very pretty. I like it. Now, am I done? I think so. I'm going to just take the brush and just blend over the edge up here. No extra product. So my thoughts on the Charlotte Tilbury palette, at least this one here, Sensual Sunset, I like it. It's a good everyday neutral palette. Did I need it? No. I will tell you one that's pretty close to Color Story, but it's cheaper, is, I think it's this one, the Spice palette. Let me see. They're not identical, but maybe this one's a bit warmer. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not this one. Like, kinda not. I bet you guys can see what I mean. This one right here is warmer. This like orangey brown one. It's warmer than that one up there. But if you covered that shade up, you could get a similar look. What's the other one? I have shown before. I've because I remember I pulled out palettes before to show you guys what could be. There's this Huda. If you have the Huda medium, the Huda Nude Medium, this is also cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, they're not identical, but I don't know. I don't remember what other palettes I had hauled out to show you guys. I also don't like how this, I feel like the lid is not going to last very long. It doesn't clasp very well like some of the other ones. Like, you see how like that snaps closed so you know it's closed? The Charlotte Tilbury ones don't. They're like very light, not very secure. All that to say, no issues with this one. Like the times that I've used it, I don't have any issue with blending. And then there's this one. This is the other one I have. Like I said, I want to get two other ones, but I don't, unless they go on for 50% off, I'm not going to buy them. This one looks a lot like the ABH one. The Sultry. Again, there's differences, but obviously this has like what I would consider special shades in it. It only has 1, 2, 3 shimmers and the rest are all mattes. The ABH one, kind of similar. It has like these 4 right here. I like the shimmers in here better, but I really like the Sultry palette as well. Again, they're similar, not identical, but you know. Food for thought. If you have this, you don't really need this. I could only see somebody wanting to buy this, which is why I did, to get the sparkly shades. Anyways, that is that. There are, if I were to sit and go through my palettes, I could find probably several palettes that look similar, like they have a similar-ish color story. Okay, I like the eye look. That's gonna be a good topper for shadows. I like it. Okay, we're gonna spray the face. And we'll use the LYS one. Make sure I don't use the blush side. I'll end up washing my sponge right away. Then we'll do some mascara for lips today. I think I was going to use one of these. Which one? No. They don't really have a scent. They're the Oden's Eye. This one's Oden's Anette. Breath. It says Glow Breath of Fire. It is pretty. It's like a nice nude gloss, but it has like a hint of peachy orange, which is pretty. All right, now we just need some mascara. I'm gonna put this back in my caddy, but can you guys see? It's like down here. That will be making its way into the empties, hopefully this month. All right. Oh, I need mascara. We'll use the Lancome Lash Idole. I will not repurchase this one. I don't like the brush. And I feel like it doesn't really do anything. To me, some mascaras are just, they're not worth the price. And it's usually just because the name is attached to them, which is why they're more expensive. I like this eye look because I can see like the pink, the gold, and then putting that highlighter on over top. I can see some of those colors pulling through. Very pretty. I do have glitter everywhere, but that's okay. The balm. I don't know if it's supposed to be a balm or a gloss. I think I said yesterday, it does feel like a lip balm. Not a lip gloss. It feels nice. It feels like it'll hang out for a bit. Has anybody tried the Flutter mascara? I was intrigued to try it, but because I don't really like this brush, I'm like, I wouldn't want to buy that one and be like, oh, I don't like it either. Although I could get a mini. A mascara that does pique my interest though is the Revive mascara. Have you guys seen that one? The wand actually kind of looks like, almost shaped like this, but it's so much smaller. It's piqued my interest for how it probably would grab every single one of your lashes. Alright, we'll leave it there. Anyways, this is today's look, guys. I like it. I have no complaints. My only complaint is all the glitter that I have all over me, but again, it's nice. I like the blush color. I like the color of the highlighter, but again, I'll be using it for as an eyeshadow topper. Anyways, I think it's pretty. I question it when I do my thumbnails, when I do the ones where like I'm trying to showcase the eye look with the mirror in the thumbnails, is that too tacky? Let me know. I'm debating if I think it looks too tacky or not. I don't really know. Like this so far because I feel like a bomb. Lip balm. Again, the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. No complaints at the moment. The Charlotte, what did I say? Yeah. The Oden's Eye blush. I like the color. Super pigmented. So even though I only went boop, I think I should dip it in and then maybe tap on the back of my hand first and then go over. But that will definitely be used because it's a pretty color. Yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like and subscribe button because it'll help my channel out and continuing to grow. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good weekend. Well, actually, today's Sunday, I guess. Have a good week.